Just noticed I've got a massive stain on my jumper. Good start. So with each passing year, smartphone prices are getting higher and higher, but the improvements for the everyday person are becoming lesser and lesser noticeable. Which begs the question, what features are actually crucial in a new smartphone and how much do we actually need to pay? Enter the Infinix Zero 5G, a phone that seems to offer a serious package for its lowly price tag. Now, full disclaimer, this video is sponsored by Infinix, so it's not going to be a review as such, but more a full walkthrough of all of the main features, things that I like, and I will also go over some of the things that I think potentially could be improved in a future product. So the first thing I noticed when unboxing the Zero 5G was how much the experience didn't conform to the current norm. Phone unboxings in recent times have become, on the main part, a little bit bland, a little bit boring, but not only here do we have this funky, shiny, shimmery retail packaging that wouldn't look out of place on the back of an actual smartphone, but inside are a couple more exciting extra goodies. Firstly, you have the phone, which we'll come back to, and next up is this smaller box which houses this racy silicone case inside, and something else unique that I wasn't expecting. Can you spot it? Yes, that's right. There's money inside. Okay, so it's not real money, but it does offer you a chance to win some more goodies if you scan the QR code, and it's just a really cool way of doing so. The attention to detail and providing the consumer with that special experience seems to be missing from most products now. Like, you don't even get a charging brick in most smartphone retail boxes now, but you do here with this 33-watt fast charging brick, USB Type-A to Type-C cable, and another cheeky bonus, a pair of earphones. Remember when these were a thing in phone boxes? Which of course suggests that we have something else on the Infinix Zero 5G, and that is of course a headphone jack. Right, so you may have recently seen my best smartphones of early 2022 video, in which I did actually feature a previous Infinix phone, the Hot 10s. A great budget option. Large full screen display, big battery, lots of interesting camera and software features, and all for under $200. And the Zero 5G follows suit, but in a few key ways goes that one step further. Just take the Uni-Curve back design for example. It is made of plastic, expected at this price point, but it has these really gorgeous edges at the camera module, where the back panel bleeds seamlessly right up to the 3 camera lenses. More on those later. It certainly doesn't look budget or cheap, with an overall appearance that is very much more in keeping with premium handsets. And while currently I don't have an exact pricing figure for every region, I am told it's going to roughly be around $250, $270 US, and this will obviously convert slightly differently into different regions, but there's your ballpark. The phone comes in 3 colours, Cosmic Black, Horizon Blue, and Skylight Orange, which is probably my personal favourite. Now, unfortunately, the Infinix Zero 5G doesn't come with support for 5G technology. Joking, of course. Clues in the name? That would be quite funny though, wouldn't it? This is Infinix's first ever smartphone to do so, again reaffirming that they are continuing to push the boundaries of their devices, striving to compete without burning a hole in your pocket. Now, speaking of holes, we do have a punch hole camera cutout housing a 16 megapixel sensor in the centre at the top of a large 6.78 inch 120Hz Full HD Plus display. Now, it is LCD. I would personally prefer OLED or AMOLED, mainly because of the slight darkened edges you often get on this kind of technology. But again, remember the price. AMOLED panels are far more expensive to manufacture and include, therefore you're not going to be getting those savings. Outside of that, it's fairly bright and color accurate, and the high refresh rate combined with the MediaTek Dimensity 900 chipset and 8GB of RAM, it gives you a really nice, smooth and snappy experience. A new handy trick that many smartphone manufacturers are using at this moment in time is the ability to expand the RAM storage capacity by using a portion of ROM, and this is present here, taking the total to 11. Improving app performance even further. Yes, you can notice the difference when jumping from this to a high-end premium flagship smartphone that uses a Dimensity 1200 or one of the Qualcomm high-end chipsets, for example, but this handles the everyday necessities with ease, and you can even enjoy some nice gaming sessions too. If you are a gamer, you'll be pleased to know the phone has DarkLink 2.0 and X-Arena, which should help to improve image stability and sensitivity of touch control, whilst also recognising you are gaming and thus enabling Game Booster. It should also help reduce the temperature of the device alongside the Heat Pipe Thermal Module 2.0 tech. so hopefully you won't have to worry about thermal throttling. The Zero 5G also has support for Wi-Fi 6 for faster and more reliable connectivity, and it's integrated inside the MediaTek 900 alongside the 5G modem for better power efficiency up to 33%, so expect that large 5000 mAh battery cell inside to get you through the day. If you did need to top the phone up, you have the mentioned 33 watt fast charging, which includes TÜV Rheinland Safe Fast Charge technology, which means that when your phone is at full capacity, once it's been fully charged, the power will shut off on the charge, so you don't have to worry about that. Fast and safe, and another thing that's fast is the fingerprint scanner on the power button. Like, seriously snappy. Flagship level snappy. Really impressive. Now, one area that I'm a little bit mixed on in my first impressions is software. There's areas that I would possibly like to adapt, but also things I love. Starting with what I like. You have the option to have the traditional app home screen layout that you would expect, or you can have a large folder option which groups similar apps together in a similar look to iOS. Yes, you can already do similar things on Android already, but I like the fact that you can just go from one to the other. Very simple switch, zero effort. Zero. 5G. They just get worse every single video. But if you enjoy them, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications so you know when I post those awful jokes, if you could even call that a joke. In addition to this, you have multiple customizable options like Lightning Multi-Window and Smart Panel, which again can really aid your multitasking and productivity by allowing easy to use floating windows and instant access to frequently used tools and apps from any interface. Really helpful. On the flip side, I do think that the XOS 10 launcher is a little bit on the heavy side, especially in the settings and notifications swipe down menus. I prefer something that's a bit more stock, but that is incredibly subjective, and of course you can throw on a launcher, for example, if that's something you're interested in. So I guess it's a case of what sort of person are you and what do you like, and that kind of runs through to the camera as well. It covers the basics well, with plenty of customization and AI features, but there are a couple of elements that have been omitted. So first up, there is no ultra-wide angle lens, for example, but you do have a 48 megapixel primary sensor, a 13 megapixel portrait, and a 2 megapixel virtual lens. You have 30 times zoom capabilities and a max of 4K 30 FPS on not only the rear, but also on the front camera as well. And that, for the price point, is really impressive. I can't tell you the amount of times I've even picked up flagship smartphones that have 1080p on the front camera. Really impressive at this price point. And again here, the idea of customization is king, with scrollable options for short video, beauty, portrait, and super night all available, with the 48 megapixel mode just a simple click away at the top. A simple swipe up also offers slow motion with up to 960 FPS, time-lapse and pro mode to name a few, and there's certainly plenty to get your teeth stuck into. There is no wireless charging here, there's no IP rating here, so this phone is definitely not perfect, but it brings me back to the original question at the start of the video. How much do we actually need to pay for a smartphone? Yes, the Infinix Zero 5G has its constraints due to the price bracket, but do those bells and whistle features actually matter? Only you can decide that. This chair is really squeaky today, really irritating. Apologies if that keeps coming up on the mic, but I know personally I am blessed to use some of the best high-end, bleeding edge tech going, and while I love using the best of the best, the most expensive tech around, I can really appreciate that a lot of it is at times overkill, and we don't necessarily need a lot of the additional features that get chucked into those sorts of devices. And products like the Infinix Zero 5G tick pretty much every major base going and offers serious value for money. Is the Infinix Zero 5G the best budget-friendly smartphone going right now? Well, it's certainly up there. but only you can decide, because it comes down to your own wants and needs. And definitely let me know in the comment section below what you think of this phone, number one, and also what features do you desperately need in a smartphone, and if there are any features that are deal breakers if a phone doesn't have it. Like and share if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Make sure you check out the link in the video description below if you want more information on this specific phone. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and love everything tech. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. Says BYT, peace out.